Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to CC Media, where it is all about Nintendo. Now, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is on its way, and if it wasn't for the crazy hype surrounding this game, I'd have no idea it even existed. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for Zach Pack, I'd have no idea this game existed, so hey, thanks Zach. For the longest time, I knew nothing about this game, and I say longest time because I still don't really know a whole lot about it. But something about the buzz surrounding Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated has captured my attention as of recently. Enough so to the point where I wanted to make a video talking about my own unique perspective on the game, because here's the thing. I think I'm sort of in a different boat than most people who are really excited about this remake, because I have no nostalgia for the original whatsoever, and I never even played it. I never knew it existed. And don't get me wrong, 3D platformers are actually my favorite types of games, like period. I grew up with them. They are literally the most fun I have playing video games. I love 3D platformers, but just something has kind of, I guess you could say, scared me away from really researching further into Battle for Bikini Bottom. I don't know if it's my lack of knowledge in the world of SpongeBob or the fact that I don't have any nostalgia for the original. That was, however, until I thought about it a little bit more. I may not have nostalgia for the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. I might not even have any sort of childhood connection with the characters or the worlds of SpongeBob. Yet for some reason, I am so excited for this game. I'm making this video for two reasons. One, to share my excitement for the game and just why I think it's so important, but two, to hopefully reach out to people like myself who may have glanced over the game to begin with, but should definitely pay closer attention. Without further ado, let's talk Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Rehydrated. Why did I emphasize that syllable? Rehydrated. Now it just sounds weird. The original SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom released back in 2003, and it was an action-adventure 3D platformer. And as the name suggests, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is a complete remake of that cult classic. And no, this isn't just some kind of high-res port. From what I can tell, this is a genuine from-the-ground-up remake, with updated visuals and gameplay and even music, and that's just so cool to me. Honestly, for a while, I thought this game was like many remasters, a cheap and easy way for developers to get content out there without really doing much work. But after doing some more research, I realized that Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrate... Again with the syllables, why do I say it so weirdly? Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is the total opposite of that. From what I can tell, this game is purely a passion project, driven by a genuine love for the original, and also by the hopes of bringing that experience to new audiences. And while I might not personally have that love for the original like other people do, that is definitely something I can appreciate. Sometimes the decisions made by video game companies today, even the one that I have built my own entire YouTube channel around, sometimes they feel so corporate and passionless. And I get it, these are businesses and they should make decisions with the money-making aspect of it in mind. At least it makes sense that they would do that. But just to see a project that just so obviously has so much love poured into it, I mean, look, they didn't need to remake this game, right? I mean, every game is a cult classic to some person or to some group of people. Every game has some kind of following. But the fact that they chose to remake this game specifically and are just pouring so much love and hard work and time into it just goes to show I don't know, it just says something about this game in particular and the developers behind it, and it's just totally a story that I can get behind. The fact that Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is not just some kind of lazy port, but it is being made from the ground up is proof that this is a game that we should be supporting. Another really cool thing about this game is that THQ Nordic is even adding more content that wasn't in the original, including a new multiplayer mode. Personally, however, the new content really isn't that important to me just because it's all new content to me, but what is important is the genre of the game itself, which I touched on a bit earlier. 3D platformers are my favorite games, period, but honestly, we don't get many of them nowadays. And so I think for a lot of people, Battle for Bikini Bottom sort of represents an era where 3D platformers were more of a normal, usual thing, just like how some of the earlier 3D Mario games do the same for me. And so that is yet another reason that I am mad at myself for not letting myself get excited about the game any sooner. But you know what? Now that I understand what makes this remake so special, I can just leave behind all the fears of being uneducated when it comes to the fan base or being nostalgia-less when it comes to my enjoyment for the game, and just hop on board this new, fresh, and exciting ride. Because for me, as a fan of 3D platformers and just great games in general, I'm starting to think that Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is gonna be a day one purchase. And that is so exciting. So there you have it, my thoughts on Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated leading up to the game's release. Be sure to stay tuned to CC Media for all sorts of unique and fun Nintendo-related content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.